Hi there everyone, it's Verity here from inkybutterfly.com. Thank you so much for joining me today for a real special edition on my channel today. This is a team video hop, so we are all grouping together to showcase Sale-a-bration products in our videos today. So if you click through onto my description bar, the little down arrow somewhere on your device, there's a whole list of links to my fellow team members' videos, and each and every one of them will be featuring Sale-a-bration items. Okay, so it's going to be a really brilliant video hop. You're going to have loads of ideas by the end of it, so do check those out, alright, and they would all love you to give them thumbs ups, likes, subscribes, and some comments of support. So if you have the time to check those out over the over today or the next few days, that would be brilliant. So for me, I've decided to go with the Friendly Hello bundle. This is one of the items that you can get for free during the Sale-a-bration event from Stampin Up. But this one you will get with a £90 order, okay, and that's because you get both a stamp set and coordinating designer series paper. Okay, many of the other products are single items. They are, you know, usual Stampin' Up quality. So we've got various stamp sets. We've got some beautiful daffodil designer series paper, which coordinates beautifully with elements in the new mini catalogue. There's a few things like that. Beautiful little girl there. These lovely little cars and vans. This beautiful rainbow paper, which again coordinates with some fantastic new products in the mini catalogue. The marble paper I've used already on a project, and this is just a superb little collection, which is very, very versatile. Got some fun little otter characters. We've got this bundle called Friendly Hello, and then we've got a lovely sentiment set, full, you know, really packed full stamp set. So that's a £90 qualifying order for that one as well. And then we have some host rewards called Calming Camellia. And then, of course, there's always a great joining offer to look into at the back there. So you could be part of this team too. Okay, wouldn't that be marvellous? Okay. Always lovely to have new people on board. So to just show you this particular product then, Friendly Hello, it is a photopolymer set, so it comes in the new style case, so we've got all of those in there. Okay, and we've got the lovely bird, flowers and foliage, so a bit of two-stepping that could probably go on in there, a nice useful little splatter, and a couple of great sentiments too. So lovely stamp set, 13 stamps in total. Love this big hello friend, that's really, really lovely as a statement piece on your projects. And then the paper then, so you will notice that some of these papers will coordinate beautifully with the stamps, and the stamps can actually be used to embellish the paper directly, which is really, really fun. The colours are Pool Party, so this is Pool Party on white, Granny Apple Green, Shaded Spruce, Fresh Freesia, and Pale Papaya. So there we are with our birds and things. Okay, the Pool Party monochromatic with a bit of a smaller design, fantastic. Our Granny Apple Green foliage, Fresh Freesia and black, Pale Papaya. Beautiful spots or squiggles. They're actually more like little scribbly dots rather than solid dots, which is really fun. And of course it's got all the colours in it, so that's very versatile as well. more of those. So these ones will go perfectly with the line art. Look at that great stripe. Isn't that super duper? That just shows how beautifully the colours go together, in my opinion. I mean, that's just a lovely colour palette to work with. Okay, and then we've got this freesia speckle as well, and a black and white with pale papaya. Okay, so super duper papers then. So the project I'm doing is a card making project, but I'm deliberately keeping it really, really simple. And I've chosen to work with this particular sheet of paper. This is the sample card that I did with the pale papaya sort of similar design. So this is what we're going for. Really, really super simple. And really the only additional product here is cardstock, the black and white cardstock, and then some of the coordinating ribbon. So this is our in colour open weave ribbon. So obviously that's the pale papaya version, and that comes in all the colours. So we do have some fresh freesia to work with too. Now I've just remembered that I haven't actually cut this piece of paper down, so we'll cut this down with you here. So I wanted to make the most of the paper, so I'm going to make this a full coverage. So this is going to be 5 3/4 inches. I don't know why I've cut it like that. That was really, really daft of me, because it should have been 4 inches first in a strip. Anyway, my mind was wandering and trying to remember things, and I ended up cutting them. So it would be better if you cut the 4 inches first, and you get more out of your paper that way. Not that we can't cut those down, but it's simpler to do it 4 inches by 5 3/4, and that will cover the front of a card base, which I always cut at 4 1/8. So this is half an A4 sheet, cut at 4 1/8, scored at 5 7/8 of an inch, and then we're going to layer that paper straight on top. Quick and simple. I'm just going to use my Stampin' Seal for that, again because it's quick and easy. So I like to have my card flat when I'm layering my paper down, and I'm holding it in my dominant hand, lining up these corners here, making sure that bottom, the bottom is sort of this one, border is equivalent to the top and bottom, which are sort of the sides of the card, and then laying those down. Give that a nice firm press, and of course, because it's a tent fold card, you need to make sure that that top crease is really nice and sharp, so that your card will stand up and not do the splits on you. So card base done. Okay, the layering then. So on this one we've got this sort of white panel that we're going to use here. Okay, so I've already cut those to size. So the basic white is 2.5 by 4 1/4 inches. It's approximately 6.3 centimeters by 10.8ish or 7. Okay, and then this piece is 1/8 of an inch wider and taller, so it's 2 5/8 by 4 3/8, which is 6.6 by 11. Okay, so those of you who work in metric, that's approximately what we've got there. Okay, so we can get that layered again, just using seal because it's quick and easy. Use the same technique, hold it flat, line up your 3 edges and pop that into place, and the sentiment needs to go on here. Now I ended up having to squeeze on the sentiment because I originally thought I would be stamping it and cutting it separately, but I decided against it, and then just tried to squeeze it on at the bottom. So we'll stamp it first this time and make sure it's on. And I have already lined the stamp up using grid paper to help me get it straight on my block, so everything should be nice and lined up. Okay, and I've just used Memento Tuxedo black ink for that. Okay, really nice crisp sentiment there. As we're using black cardstock, I'm going to bring in some black dimensionals. They are much less visible on your project when you're using the dark card. So you know, when you're sort of looking from the side here, they don't stand out quite so much. And while we're at it, we're going to just get some of our Fresh Freesia ribbon and get that secured across there too. So we'll just wrap that round and cut that down like so. And whilst we've got the ribbon in our hands, let's get our little bow tied that we're going to use as our embellishments. Alright, so 2 bunny loops, wrap it round. See, bows in the air are quite easy. So when you try and do a nice pretty bow around a project, that's where it all, well, it does go wrong for me anyway. Doesn't seem to be quite the same issue when I'm going to leave those tails long deliberately just for a moment until we've secured those to our project. Okay, so now we've got those elements, so really the only thing we need now are the flowers to go on there. All right, so we'll just take some more basic white and our tuxedo black Memento, get that stamp inked so that we can use stamping blends to colour in the image. Okay, so we've been really lucky with our stamping blends this time round because we've actually been given all the colours in the set. Quite often we only get some of them. So the dark marker first in, just putting the colour over those stripes down the petals that the artist has put in, and you can see how carefully I'm doing that. I'm just getting it on there. No, it's not colouring masterclass. We're just gonna get that colour down, and I'm not even that concerned if there's a bit of white showing because it's kind of a sketchy image on the background paper as well. So I'm just putting that down nice and quickly, not blending it or anything, just getting it on there. And like I say, if there's a few little what do you call it, white spaces, I'm not going to worry about it. Just going back in with that bullet tip because the brush tip came out quite light, kind of lost that definition, so I'm just going back in just to define that a little bit because we want to see that colour, don't we? Okay, so literally just some scribbles and squiggles to get that done, and then we are going to have to cut that out. All right, so it's not actually a terribly difficult image to cut. Having done the first one, it didn't actually take too long at all. So if you just bear with, we'll whizzle around this. Now what you will see is I'm trying to keep my scissors as still as possible, and I'm twiddling the paper, or cardstock I should say, rather than trying to twist my wrist with the scissors in hand. Just leaving just a little teeny tiny border around there, but again, if sometimes it's a bit closer than others, I'm not going to stress about it. We're just going to get the general, see that went a bit closer, but I'm not going to worry about it. So if you twizzle your paper rather than your blade of your scissor, it's a lot easier. And then open your scissors all the way and just gradually squeeze them whilst bringing your paper round to sort of meet where the blades are coming together. Okay, so the longer your blade can keep in a continuous cut, you're less likely to get jaggedy edges. And you'll see that I don't really go to the end of the blade all the way, kind of stop and then open them back up. So if you go all the way to the end of your blade, you can sometimes get a bit of pinching on the cardstock and you get this ugly finish. Okay, so that didn't take very long at all, really, only about a minute or so, judging by my little clock in front of me. So a couple of dimensionals going on to the back of those, and we're ready to start assembling the finished article. Okay, so we'll just bring in our card base with our beautiful paper. Okay, so remember, you get the stamp set and the designer series paper with your qualifying order of £90. So if you fancied getting a couple of our bundles from the mini catalogue that's just been released, you would qualify for that. Okay, and then there's other items in that Sale-a-bration offering for that you can get for £45 for free with a £45 order, just using a glue dot. Best thing in the world for adhering bows and ribbons and things. So I'm just going to stick that down there and give it a trim now that I know where it's going, using the sharp bit of your scissors preferably. Okay, so it's a good opportunity during Sale-a-bration to really get the most out of your money, and maybe even just try something that you've not tried before, because you're getting it all for free. So so let's pop our blooms in about there, I think. There we go, that will do. Now, feel free to add rhinestones and goodness knows. I will, do you know what? I'll show you these while we're here. Iridescent rhinestones. Now, these aren't Sale-a-bration products, right? But, oh, they're ace. And actually looking at them now in the light, I don't know whether you guys can see it through the camera, but where I am under the light, they are sort of fresh freesia and pale papaya, really. Super gorgeous. I bet the camera just doesn't do them justice. They're so pretty, so pretty. So just for the hay, and they're in 3 sizes actually, which is even more amazing. So a lot of the embellishments come in sort of large and small. These have got all 3. They're like the Goldilocks bears. Oh, beautiful. So that's a nice little additional touch there. Having those, just pull it all together. in your little sort of visual triangle there. Aren't they stunning? Really nice little addition if you've got and if you just need to top up an order just to qualify for a Sale-a-bration item, those would be a really great thing to just pop into your basket too. So folks, that's it. Remember, this is part of a video hop. Please do check out the description and see all those links that are available there. Take your time, have a look through them. Everyone's going to be doing lots of different things. There'll be people doing 3D projects as well, I am sure. So do check it out. Thanks so much for joining me for the video today. I hope you're well, you're staying safe out there, and yeah, I'll catch you next time. Thanks ever so much everybody. Take care. Bye.